Hi, I'm Dave Casullo, CEO and founder of Denelli Partners and Overlook Ridge Development. And this is Tips for Tuesday, dose number 70. Last week, I shared the statement, the opposite of judgment is not agreement. The opposite of judgment is curiosity, born of love. And since then, and I think it isn't a coincidence, something interesting has happened. 4 very different stories about parenting have crossed my sightline, and they reminded me of something I believe deeply. The most consequential leadership role most of us will ever have is the one for which there's no job description, no performance review, and absolutely no formula for success: parenting. So here are 4 things these stories are teaching. Number 1, presence matters more than we know. My friend, a very highly regarded leader from a higher education institution locally that's a force throughout this region, shared the impact of growing up with parents who were disconnected from each other and from him. Children notice. They notice what we say, what we don't say, whether we're present, whether mom and dad even love each other, and whether they feel seen. Leadership begins with presence. Number 2, don't let fear do the parenting. I watched someone very close to me navigate an unsubstantiated allegation fueled by a parent's assumptions rather than the facts. Look, love certainly requires us to protect our children, but protection without curiosity can become judgment, and judgment can hurt innocent people. Unintended consequences can have lifelong implications. So before reacting, ask, listen, and seek the truth. Our children learn how to handle conflict by watching us handle theirs. Number 3, stewardship is more important than succession. My spiritual coach recently attended a family meeting where a successful businessman discussed the wealth he hoped to entrust to his children. The real question wasn't, how much will they receive? It was, who must they become to steward it? Our greatest inheritance isn't what we leave to our children. It's what we leave in them. And finally, number 4, our childhood doesn't stay in childhood. Listen to Scott Galloway, author, New York University professor, and successful entrepreneur, talk about his upbringing, and you quickly understand how profoundly our early experiences shape our drive, our relationships, our insecurities, our ambitions, and eventually even our leadership style. Parenting casts a long shadow, which means we should approach it with enormous humility, because there is no formula. Great parents can have children who struggle. Children from deeply imperfect homes can become extraordinary adults. So perhaps our job isn't to manufacture an outcome. It's to faithfully steward the children God has entrusted to us. And that brings me to something I have come to believe is a principle. We parent at the level of our faith. And at some point, every parent confronts the same terrifying truth. We can't control the outcome. We can love, we can teach, we can discipline, we can model, we can even pray. But then we must trust. Train up a child in the way he should go, and even when he's old, he'll not depart from it. Maybe the ultimate act of parenting isn't holding on tighter. Maybe it's doing everything God asks of us and then trusting Him with everything we can't control. If leading your family business is challenging you and your family, we have some supportive stories from our extensive work with privately held family companies. So contact us at DenelliPartners.com or me directly at dcasullo@DenelliPartners.com. I'll see you next Tuesday.